Hello everyone, welcome to the Canadian Edge. If you've been liking the video so far, please hit the like and subscribe button, leave a comment. I always like to hear what people have to say. Today we are not looking specifically at a knife and reviewing it. I just wanted to show you, I've changed out my everyday carries here in 2021. And so I just wanted to show you what I'm carrying as an everyday carry knife these days. And in no particular order, we'll start off with this guy here, the CJRB Briar. And this is one of my bigger knives that I carry. It's got the D2 steel and the G10 scales on it, and it's just a nice slim knife, fits in the pocket really well, and is a nice knife to carry. Great if you're slicing open boxes and cords and stuff like that, or sorry, not cords, but like rope and twine and different things around the yard. It's been a good knife for that kind of stuff. And it fits in the pocket really nicely, and just a comfortable knife to carry. That's the CJRB Briar. And the next one is also a bigger knife. It's the CRKT Terrestrial. And this is probably the bulkier knife that I carry. I've been carrying a lot of slim knives, and I rotate these out probably, every 7 days or so. Sometimes a little earlier than that, but usually I carry a knife for about a week, and then I'll switch it out and carry a different one. But I just really liked the way this knife looks. I love the way it opens and closes. It's got smooth pivot action on it. It's a nice knife, and if you're doing any bigger jobs, it's got the size. You can see it's got a thicker blade on it, and just a nice knife, ergonomic, and fits the hand well. And so that's the CRKT Terrestrial. And probably a lot of you are familiar with this guy. This is the Ontario Knife Company Rat 2, and this is probably one of the most comfortable knives that I've ever held on to. I mentioned that in the review, and I've reviewed all these knives, so you can check out the reviews. But yeah, this is just a nice knife. It's got the Oz 8 steel and G10, and good size, very ergonomic, and great for all kinds of jobs. And it's small. You can get the bigger size if you like a bigger knife, but I like the size of this guy. Fits in the pocket great and is easy to carry around. Next is the Artisan Cutlery, the RKO Mini and Mallory design knife. And this is one of my favorite knives. I really like this one. It fits my hand so well. It's just a comfortable knife to carry, a comfortable knife to use. It's great for opening boxes. We get a lot of stuff from Amazon and a lot of letters and stuff like that, and when I'm doing office work or things like that, it's a great knife for opening things, and it fits in the pocket so well. Again, it's got the D2 steel, and it's carbon fiber handles, so nice and light. Great little knife. That's the RKO Mini by Artisan Cutlery. And one of my other big favorites that I really like is the Benchmade Osborne Mini, or Mini Osborne. And I just love the colors on this thing. It's such a nice knife. Again, the pivot on it is great. The axis lock allows you to to be fidgety with it and do different things, and I just love the aesthetics, like I say, of this thing. The blue pops against the black, and just a nice looking knife. And again, it's great for opening letters and boxes and stuff like that, and you hardly even notice it's in your pocket. It's such a slim design, and probably one of the smaller of the knives that I carry. And last but not least, we do have the Kershaw Fraction, and this is the one I was just carrying actually today. And I really like these guys. These are, I think these are probably well, these two are probably the least expensive of the bunch. But this is such a nice knife too. It's ergonomic, fits the hand well, and again, you hardly notice it in your pocket. It's fun to flip, and it's just a great little knife. I really enjoy it, and this has the 8CR 13 MOV steel on it, but it's been holding an edge really well. I've used this to open quite a few boxes and letters and stuff like that, and it still slices through them like nobody's business. So good little knives. If you looking for an inexpensive knife, the Fractions are a great knife. And so, like I say, I carry these guys the most, 6 of them throughout my week, and I'll alternate some of them depending on what I'm doing, whether I'm going out or stuff like that. Some of them are a little more gentlemanly, and others are real workhorses, but they all do the job. And just a couple honorable mention knives. My mini Griptilian by Benchmade. I've had this thing for years now, and this is a knife that I still fall back on. It's such a great knife. This will be a knife that I keep probably until the day I die. It's a good little knife, so versatile, can do so many jobs with it, and I've really enjoyed having that knife and using it. And one knife that I don't often carry it as much as I thought I might, but it's fun, is the Kershaw Thistle. It's a fun knife to play with, and I let my wife take this when she goes out hiking and stuff like that, because it's a good size knife when you're out in the bush. And it's an inexpensive knife. If something were to happen to it, it's easily replaced. But she doesn't like the liner locks. She finds this locking system a lot easier to open. But it's also a knife that I like to play with, and I do carry it from time to time, but not as often. These are my main carries here. So yeah, just a brief look. I thought I'd let you know what I'm carrying here in 2021. So just a recap: we got the Kershaw Thistle, CJRB Briar, the CRKT Terrestrial, the OKC Rat 2, Artisan Cutlery RKO Mini, the Benchmade Mini Osborne, Kershaw Fraction, and the Benchmade Mini Griptilian. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy looking at knives. Obviously, if you're here, you do. And I hope you have a great day. So I'll do another knife review in a few days. But until then, you stay safe and stay sharp.